Bear witness to the insufferable diatribe that is Viola Davis and her partner in crime, Jennifer Lawrence, who likes to put her foot in her own mouth. In fact, if Jennifer Lawrence decided to run an OnlyFans account, she could probably do that for some gratification. But I need to give you a quick rundown on this video that Variety, for some reason, have just left up and running, which I think is quite hilarious. They also clipped this and put it on Twitter, and you're going to see what I'm going to react to, which they had on Twitter earlier on. I can't find it at the moment, but look at this. This is glorious. 6,300 upvotes, 26,000 downvotes. That is absolutely hysterical. You're probably wondering why I'm looking at this video. It's just going to be a real quick video, guys, but it had me chuckling from when I came out from the gym tonight. I left a comment here, and I'm going to talk about my comment very shortly as well. But without further ado, folks, let's just get into these two stunning and brave women of Hollywood. I can hardly contain my excitement.
Trying to sell it around town. She pitched it to the audience and she said, wouldn't everyone want to see Viola in The Woman King?
Not
everyone
me.
cheered, Dave stood up. And I remember that was the moment I thought to myself, sit down, it's just never going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we all know
why
that.
Why did you think that? Because
you're
to
black?
be perfectly honest with me, what I have going for me is I'm a black actress.
Uh-oh!
And the thing, and I understand how people perceive that. People talk about race.
Hold the brakes. People talk about race. So when I watch a Denzel Washington film, and I watched many of his films at the cinema, I don't pay for my ticket, sit down, and then see black Denzel Washington in front of me and scream in terror. I want my money back, box office. I thought I was going to see a white actor in the role. Who is this Denzel Washington? I've never heard of him. Despite the fact, of course, I have heard of him many, many times. He's a fine actor. Never had an issue watching him or Will Smith before he went complete retardo this year at the Oscars. So the only person who's bringing up race and can probably be accused of being a racist is Viola Davis herself. Why are you bringing up the topic of your color in terms of acting? It doesn't make any sense to me. Morgan Freeman has actually famously stated this, like, it's not about race, it's not about color, it's just about the craft of acting.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it.
Look into extending your stay.
That's her career, going down the toilet.
I want to circle back to you being the lead of Women King, and we're at, I think it's 94% on Rotten Tomatoes, 66 million domestic. I mean, it is just...
Let me just see, is that true? 94% on Rotten Tomatoes? Let's have a look, Rotten Tomatoes. I haven't seen you for a long time. 94%. Oh, she's actually correct. Oh no. For the one time in my life I was hoping she... And the audience score is 99. That's a fiddle. That's a diddle fiddle based on 5,000 verified ratings. I don't believe that one moment. What? 94% based on 242 reviews. That's absolute bullshit. I don't believe a single word of that. Jennifer Lawrence and Viola Davis are these two women with the conspiracy tentacles just hanging down like that. You know what? I think this would actually make a really great photograph for my thumbnail. Yeah, just those tentacles hanging off their hairy chins. Believe me, I've seen the photographs. Ladies, you may want to go to a clinic to laser remove those hairy butts off your chins, but let's carry on.
They couldn't have been more wrong, and I thought it was so... I just love seeing stories like that of... I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman in the lead of an action movie.
No.
Because it wouldn't work. We were told. Girls and boys can both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead.
Oh, absolutely.
And it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every single one of those beliefs and proves that it is just a lie to keep certain people out of the movies, to keep certain people in the same position.
Woo! Wow! If this isn't the worst dunce-headed take I have ever heard. Whoa! So apparently she's the first female ever to be a female action hero on the big screen. Okay, because apparently boys wouldn't identify with a female action hero. That's what they were told. Jennifer, have you ever played the Resident Evil games or watched the animated films? You know I simp really hard for Jill Valentine. Oh, Jill, please suffocate me with your boobies right now. The day that Jill Valentine comes out of a screen and just smothers me with her body will be the day that I die very, very happy. Like, really, really happy. You got her, you got Ada Wong, you got Claire Redfield, some based women in the video games. Obviously, Lara Croft, maybe the old school edition, not the pixelated one, but the Lara Croft Underworld. That's the one I vie for. And I love playing these female characters. They are awesome. And in fact, back in the 90s, and I'll say even the 80s, when I saw Sigourney Weaver in Aliens, it never occurred to me that she's a woman kicking ass. It was just like, it's a good film and she's great in the film. This reminds me of another similar type of narrative. I wonder who it is. Oh, that's right. Car crash moment. Simu Liu. Remember when he appeared as Shang-Chi and declared publicly that he was the first Asian American or the first Asian to be represented on the big screen, discounting the fact that you had Jet Li, Jackie Chan, the great Bruce Lee before him. Apparently they don't exist in his world. He's just the first Asian ever. And no matter how he wants to spin it, it's absolutely untrue. Oh dear, Jennifer Lawrence. I remember when I was doing Hunger Games, nobody had ever put a woman as the lead in an action movie because it wouldn't work. Mila Jovovich from The Fifth Element, and I like her in that film. Oh, Gina Davis, The Long Kiss Goodnight. Sarah Connor, as played by the iconic Linda Hamilton, Terminator 2. Cynthia Rothrock, one of the god ladies of action movies. But apparently, according to Jennifer Lawrence, nobody had ever put a woman as the lead in an action movie because men would not identify with an action female on the big screen. No, Jennifer, the fact you can't actually helm an action movie to save your goddamn life speaks absolute volumes. Just keep tickling your hairy chinny chin chin and remove those testicles. And testicles? I meant tentacles. Then again, maybe Jennifer Lawrence does have testicles and she's not telling us the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Girls and boys can both identify with a male lead, but boys cannot identify with a female lead.
Oh, absolutely.
And it just makes me so happy every single time I see a movie come out that just blows through every single one of those beliefs and proves that it is just a lie to keep certain people out of the movies, to keep certain people in the same position.